Hello everyone, let's try medium. So I put the New York Times grid into this one, which is fpuzzles.com, because I have two different ways of notation here. So normal things, as indicated here, you just put whatever thing you want in the box. Corner is what I tend to use when I have two and only two positions in a row, a column, a box for a given candidate, and center can be all the possible candidates for something. Now I like to start by looking at what digits do I have placed in the most of something, and column 7 has 5 digits in it. So I need 2, 6, 8, and 9 in the rest. Yes, well, this one can't be 9 or 6. This one's not 8, two different ways. This one's not 8 or 9. Well, that helps because I now have a 2, 6 pair here, which means I know where the 2 and the 6 go in column 7. This cell now cannot be either 2 or 6, it's 9. Because it simply cannot be anything else. The 2, 6 in this one, plus the place 9 tells me that's an 8. And the grid wrong because, which means this may not actually be 9. So, go back to where we were here. That can't be 6 or 9. This can't be 8. This can't be 8 or 9. That's 2, 6, not 2, 8, so I can't do that just yet. Poop. That's not 8. Well, I can't do anything else there. That's annoying. Anything else with 5 in it? Not easily. This is going to be one of those I end up filling the entire grid. Well, actually, it can't be 8 or 9, it can't be 6 because it's in the box already, so that is a 2. Okay, that may help. That's 8. Now these are 6 and 9. And that one can't be 6, so that fills the rest of the column. That's 9, that's 6. That's an 8, that's an 8. Tells me one of these cells has to be an 8. There's a 1 and there's a 1, so 1 has to be in the bottom of box 5, and that's the only place for it. Actually, this one and this one tells me there's a 1 here, but the 1, that one was not that cell, so that's a 1. That's now 6s. Somewhere in the bottom of box 1, but I don't know anything else beyond that. See, these are down to 4 candidates left. 2, 5, 7, and 9. No, these aren't 9. That one can't be 7. But could still be anything else. That one could be any of the 4. Well, if I had a 2, 5, 7 triple here, I'd be able to know that that was a 9, but I don't have that. But, okay, these two are also from 2, 5, and 9. And that one can't be 9. And that one can't be 5. Let's see, looking at 1, 4, 6, 7, and 8 already filled in this box. So I need 2, 3, 5, and 9 candidates here. But this one can't be 2. And that one can't be 9. I know that was a 3 if 3 wasn't a possibility here. And as for these two, which fill out the rest of box 3, they again can't be 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, so you start with 2, 3, 5, and 9, and you know, well, this one still can't be 9. That one could be anything. Fortunately, I haven't rolled 3 out from here. But in these 4 cells, I've got 1, 3, 4, and 7 placed, which none of these can be 4. This one can still be anything. That one's not 3. And that one's not 1. 2 different ways. See, looking at row 8 and saying I can't do 2, 3, 5, and 6. I need 1, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Well, this cell helps a lot because it can't be 1, 8, or 9. This one isn't 1. It could still be anything else. This one isn't 1. 2 different ways. Or 9. This one isn't 1. Or 9. 9 2 different ways, 1 just the one way. Oh, annoyingly. Oh, that's interesting. That can't be 1. That can't be 1. That's not 1. That's not 1. The only place for 1 in row 8 is there. That tells me these aren't 1. I now have a 3, 7 pair in box 9. Looking at the one remaining cell that doesn't have a digit placed, I know that's a 4. 3, 7 looks up column 9. I can remove a 7 from that. That's not 3, and that's not 3. Okay, and I now have a 2, 5 pair, which looks at that cell, which is a 9. That 9 looks here. This is not 9. Well, let's see. In box 2, I have 4 digits placed. That's probably my next obvious spot. 1, 2, 6, and 9 are placed. I need 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 to fill in. Well, these two can't be 7 or 3. This one isn't 7. It could still be anything else. This one isn't 4. But could still be anything else. This one isn't 3 or 4. Let's see, I know where 3 must go in box 2. Actually, know where 7 must go in row 3. Oh. So this one could never have been 9, so that's 2. Which tells me that's a 5. That's a 9. Tells me that's not 9. These two cells in row 1 are definitely not 1, 6, 8, or 9. Could be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. This one's not 2 or 5. One's not 2, but could be anything else. But could actually be anything else. Let's go here. Yeah, 7 must go at top of row 1. These ones are not 1, 2, 6, or 7. They could be 3, 4, 5, 8, or 9. Start going by elimination. That one's not 8 or 9. That one's not 5. That one's not 8. Okay, these are not 1, 4, or 9. In row 3, could be 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not 5. This one isn't 5 or 2. One's not 2 or 8. This one never could have been 5. There's a 5. 5 has to go on the right of box 1, but I don't have 2 spaces for it. I still have 3. Boo, hiss, grumble. It appears I've placed a 9 in box 7. Yep. 9 in box 7 on row 8 can only go there. Doesn't tell me much. Maybe it does. In box 7, 2, 5, 8, 9 are placed. 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Of which this one isn't 1. But could still be anything else. This one can be any of the digits. Neither of these are 1 or 4. Let's see, these cells are not 2, 5, 8, or 9. These are still from a 1, 3, 4, 6, 7 set. I can eliminate 1 and 3 because they're in the box. One's also not 6. That one, annoyingly, still could be 6. let's see. I may have actually placed a 9 in box 1. Right, these can't be 9. These can't be 9. These can't be 9. That's not 9, and that's not, yeah. And box 1's actually there. No. In row 4, they cannot be 1, 3, or 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, this one isn't 2, 5, or 8. This one could still be anything. As can that. This one, we get rid of some things. Because it's not 2. Oh, that's annoying. Down here. And in box 8, 1, 3, 9 are spoken for. I need 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. No. That's not 7 or 8 or 4. Any of 2, 5, 6 I think are still possible. This one is not 4 or 6 or 8. 2, 5, or 7 are still possible. The 8 must be there. 6 must be there. 5 must be there. That can't be 2, that can't be 2. But these could be 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I can't have 3-corner candidates here. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. This is not right. Two must be here. I've got 2 2s and 2 5s in corner cells. That's now turned into a 2 5 pair. And nothing else in box 8 is either 2 or 5. Good. Well, actually, that place is sitting. I've just placed my 6. It's here. I should go a long way towards resolving the rest of row 7. That's not 6. And that's not 6. That can't be 1, that can't be 1, and that's definitely not 1, so that places a 1 there.
make that substitute like sweet potato for regular potato?
Annoyingly, this could still be 3, 4, or 7. Both of these could still be 3, 6, or 7. Okay, the rest of row 5, which is the one I haven't filled in yet. One and 8, so I'm filling the rest of the digits now. None of these are 2 or 5 or 9. 3, 4, 6, 7, and any of these are still possible. And this one, it's sort of 3, 7, and 9. 2, 4, 5, 6 are still possible. This one gets rid of 3 and 7 and 6. 2, 4, 5, and 9 are still possible. Yep, this one gets rid of 3, 6, 9, and 2. These can't be 6. And that can't be 6. Well, actually, 6 is placed in column 6. It's, no, is it 6? No, that's annoying. I've got any of them can be 7. With 3 8s, 3 5s, and 2 4s, but they're not in the same box. Well, let's see. I overlooked something because the entire red is now filled in. Three, 7 there with everything filled in. 5 here with everything filled in. These two could still be 7. Can't rule that out yet. It's 3 or 5. That isn't 2. This could still be anything. That's the other part of the 2, 5. Let's see. I got 3s here. Nothing else. In box 2 is a 3. I got 7s here. None of these can be 7. Let's see. That can't be 2. That can't be 2. That can't be 2. These are 2, and that's not 2. Okay, a 2 is placed in box 1. It's there. Which doesn't do me a lot of good with anything else, does it? Really, unless I can somehow figure out other pairs to make out of these digits. Way too many possibilities for 3 and 4. Means my 6, 7 is either going to be here or there. Six, seven is either in this diagonal pattern or that diagonal pattern. I still haven't figured out my threes. Let's see, I got 3 1s in my left column. I got 3 2s. Still have no threes. That's annoying. A 5. Where's a 5? A 5 must be on the right column 3, so it has to go there. What I can do there? Let's see, 7 must be one of these two. 3 must be in one of these two. 2 and 5 can still be in any option. Let's see, a 2 must be here, right? What it says is that's not 5. Either 2 or 3 must go here. Well, let's see, this is an 8. It never could have been 8. Taking this down to a 2 3 doesn't help me much, does it? Yeah, 6 there doesn't help me. My 3s and 4s in row 7 are still across boxes. What can I overlook? There's a combination of 3, 4, 6, 7 there. And that's still good. Well, it can't be 8. Can't be 8. Okay, 8's definitely in one of these two. Let's see, I'm going to have to start eliminating digits by making oddball pairing of things. This is 6 or 8, this is 5 or 6. That's 5 or 7. That puts 3, 4, 6 somewhere around here there. Looks like that can't be 3, but it's still be anything else. This is really irritating. Got 3/4 of a 3, 4, 6, 7 there. Not enough to go on. Let's say this was. This is 6 or 8. This is 5 or 6. Turns into 5 or 7. We've got 2 5s here and 3 7s here. And I don't think those are affected any. Got a 4 7, but there. Just really annoying. Well, actually, whichever one of these is 2 or 5, this has to be the other one. Maybe 2, 3, or 3, 5. I wish I knew definitively that this was 3 or 5. I don't think I know that yet. What do we say about these 3s? One of these must be a 3, which means this can't be 3, so I'm gonna go with that's a 4. That 4 comes down here, and that's 7. That means this isn't 4 or 7, so this is 3. Making that 6. These aren't 6. Neither is that. That's gonna be a problem. I need to place a 4 in this box, and I can't do that. See, that's still not 8. 6, 7, 8 looks right for this one. 3, 5, 6, and 7 look right for that. Okay, what did I come up with? These two have to be 7. Yeah, these two being 7, I don't think that's right. No, these ones are not 1 or 8. Okay, none of these are 2, 5, or 9. That one isn't 3, 7, or 9. This is 2, 4, 5, or 6. This one isn't 6. It'd still be just about anything else. This one isn't 2, 3, 6, or 9. It could still be just about anything else. That's not 3. This is annoying. I've got 2/3 of a 3, 4, 7, but I don't have a 3, 6, 7. Okay, but there's a 3, 4, 7 there, which means this can't be 4 or 7. So 6 is there. That's not 6. That's not 6, and there's the other missing half of the 3, 7 I was looking for in row 9. This isn't 3 or 7, which means this is 6. 6, come on. Okay, that tells me this is not 6. Can't be 7. This can't be 7. That still can't be 7. So 7 in row 1 is definitely in one of these two cells. That means none of these bottom cells in box 1 can contain a 7. This one would go an 8. I love this. I've got a 3, 4, a 3, 8, and a 3, 5. What on earth do I do with that? It's in one of the middle cells in box 1. Isn't the top row. Can't do anything else with it. Actually, these can't be 6. This isn't 6. No, this isn't 6. This isn't 6. Actually, that does place a 6 in box 1. It goes there. Can't be 2. This can't be 2. How am I going to put 2 in box 1? This can't be 2. This can't be 2. None of these are 2. This can't be 2. If I made it impossible to put a 2 in box 1, which I think I have, this, none of these cells are 2. None of these cells are 2. The point is I can't place a 2 in box in here. Because the rest of this row is gone too. That's the only way I'm going to be able to reconstruct from that position. Okay, these are not 3, 4, 7, and 8. That's right. 1, 2, 5, 6, or 9. No, this one can't be 1 or 9. Now look at that. That one's not 5. Or 6. Well, that's actually a 2 by acclamation. That's not one. Well, according to that, that's not 1, 5, 6, or 9, but that has to be 2, and that still goes out 2 there. So this, I don't think these are right either. Reconstruct this
And
row.
based on the information here, pretty much 2 has to be there.
This can't be 1, 2, 6, 7, or 9, but they could be 3, 4, 5, or 8. Which that's not 8. And that's not 5. It can't be 1, 6, 8, or 9. That's not 5. That's not 2. 3, 4, 5, 7 still look like possibilities. These ones. 1, 4, 6, or 9. We start with 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, of which that's not 5. And that's not 2 or 8. or 5. Yeah, the wife is trying to eliminate 2 from here, but I'm not there yet.
This spot, and then I have to go one of these two.
She's saying this is a 9, then well, that can't be a 2. That forces a 2 there. Which means this one can't be 2. And that does place a 2 by acclamation there. And now by this 2, well, that can't be a 2, which means that's a 2. Well, it definitely can't be 6. There we go, and 9's already in the box. Well, that's a problem.
That everything else.
4, 5, 7, that's not 5. That's not 2. Still going with that's a 6. Means that's no, and that's not. Now, 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. Telling me these are 2, 3, 5, and 9 in some order. Nine. That 2 is on 9. This 1 in the absence of the rest of that row could still be anything else. Eliminate 1 and 4 from there. Now, this one's not 9. It's not 5. That one's not 2, 6, or 8. That one, I think, can still be anything. That one isn't 6. See, that's not 9. Or 8. Assuming that 3, 7 is right, and 1, 4, 8 is left. So these are going to be 2, 3, 5, and 9, but this can't be 3 or 9. So this is definitely 2 or 5. This one, 2, 3, 5, or 9, I think anything is still possible. This one would still be 2, 3, or 5, of which anything is possible. Now, what else can I do here? Yeah, I still have 2 possibilities for a 9. There or there. I mean, this is still right. I believe that this is still right. This is right. And that 3, 7 is correct. And this is the only other digit that is yet to be placed. That's still a 6. That tells me this is not 6. Which doesn't really help me much with the top left corner of this grid. One, two, three, five, 6. An 8, well, that's still a 9. Okay, that tells me that's not 9. And that's not 9. This 5 tells me this can't be 5. Well, that's down to 1 or 2. Interesting. So how is that 2 or 5? Well, that's really bizarre. Okay, so that 1 tells me that's a 2. That tells me the 5 goes here. So this can't be 2. So this is down to 3, 7, or 8. This one can't be 5, but could still. It never could have been 8. So we're down to 2, 3, 6, or 7 here. Yeah, I still have 9 possibilities there, and I've got way too many 2s and 3s and 5s. I think we determined that the 9 here was a problem. Now what I need to be able to do is figure out why this can't be a 3. If this wasn't a 3, I'd have a 2, 5. And that will be a 9. Now, if it was any other option, then we'd end up with a problem. Now, let's see. 2, 5 here, nothing else is in this row. 3, 7 here, nothing else is in this row. 3, 7 here, nothing else is in that column. Well, okay, that can't be. If these 3 7s are right, then this can't be a 3. And neither can that. And now I've got a 2, 5 pair here. This is still a 9. I'm really hoping this is right, because otherwise I may have gotten myself hopelessly stuck. That 9 tells me that's not 9, but this is still 3 or 5, and this box is now in the same place I was when I tried to reconstruct it. That's really irritating. Okay, if this is a 3, 4, 7 triple, then these cells cannot be any of 3, 4, or 7, which says this is not 4 or 7, this is now 5 by acclamation. In other words, that's not 5, and that's not 5, and these aren't 5, and neither is that. I haven't definitively ruled 1 out here yet, have I? I guess I have. There's a 1 there. Okay. 3, 4, 7. So this can't be 4. That's down to 2 or 6. This one definitely isn't 4 or 7. So that one's 2 or 9. Well, that's bizarre. Okay. Does that force 2 in there? It might. Because this is 1, 5, 8, 3, 4, 7. This is 2, 6, or 9. But it's not 6. Now I've got a 2, 9 pair in this row, which forces the 6 to be there. So this cell is not 6. This one is definitely not 6. That's annoying. I've got a 2, 9 here, a 2, 9, and a 2, 5 both in here. Neither of which I can resolve. Now, these two, well, this one can't be 2. Let's see, and that one's not 2, so that's 1 or 9. This one is also 1 or 9, but it can't be 1, so that is 9. Which tells me that's 1. And now row 5 is done, I think. I've got a 3, 4, 7 triple here and a 2, 9 there, and the rest of that still looks right now. Okay, the 6 here tells me whoops, that's definitely not 6. Neither is that. I've got 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 in here. The only cells I can get rid of are 4 and 8. That one's down to 2, 5, or 7. Well, yeah, that can't be 7, and that can't be 7 because there's a 7 here. So 7 by acclamation is placed into box 6 right there. Now that tells me none of these 3 cells are 7. Now, let's see if I can't clean up box 2. None of these 3 cells are 2 because I placed a 2 in there. And these cells aren't 9. And this one also can't be 6. Or 3 even. Because the 3's in the column, so 4, 7, and 8. This, well, I just said that can't be 2. Well, if the rest of this is right, this 2 and this 2 and this 2 point to this as the only place in box 1 for my missing 2. Now, 3, 4, 7, and whatever this is. That's probably a 6, but I can't know that for sure yet. This is 3, 4, 6, or 7. The only thing I can get rid of is 6 or 7. That's 3 or 4. Now I did get a 2 in a different. Oh, I got the 2 in the same potentially problematic position. We'll see if that comes back to bite me later. I don't appreciate the fact that I've got 3, 4, 7, but I don't have an X-Wing on those. Okay, this 9 tells me that's a 2. That 2 tells me 5 goes there. This 2 tells me 9 goes here. Now, 2, 4, 5, 8, that still looks right. 2, 4, 5, 8 there, that still looks right. This can't be 2 or 5, but could still be 4 or 8. The 7 could go in either of these positions. And 8 still has 3 spaces for it, so this looks right. Now, these 3 cells don't have anything in them. They cannot be 2, 6, 7, but they could be anything else. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, or 9 even. Okay, these cells are not 1 because it's in the box. This one additionally cannot be 5 or 9. But I think 3, 4, or 8 is still possible. Okay, this one is not 8. 3, 4, 5, 9, any of which still look likely. This one, 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. This one cannot be 9 or 3. 1, 4, 5, 8. That's still possible, I think. Three, 4, 5, 8 still looks possible here. Now, 1 in row 2 has to go here because it can't go anywhere else. And I think that was the same position that I had previously, right? Let's see. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. And this, why did I put an 8 there? That can't be 8. Okay, this 8 rules out these cells. This 8 rules out that one. Let's see, I've now got an 8 in these two, but that doesn't help me with anything else, or maybe it does. Okay, that 2 tells me this is not 2. 3, 4, 7. Annoyingly, that's 3, 7, 8. 4, 7, 8 left. Well, that can't be 8. That can't be 8 now. Are there any other digits based on this particular grid that I have only one space for? I don't know that I see it yet. I've got 3, 4, 7, but that's a chocolate teapot. I can't do anything else with it. I've got 4, 7, 8 here, but that's a chocolate teapot. Let's see. 5 here rules out these from being a 5. Let's see. 2's forced to be there. That doesn't help with anything else, does it? Okay, this cell can't be 9. And these cells can't be 9. And this isn't 9, and that's not 9. So 9 in box 1 has to go here. Sorry about that. Okay, 3, 4, 7, 8. I wish I knew how to get rid of this one, but that's 3 or 4, but I can't eliminate any of the other digits. Okay, 8 must go here, and it's not in any of the other cells. Well, I haven't definitively rolled a 3 there. Because I got way too many possibilities for a 3 in row 2. In fact, every remaining cell candidate could be a 3. As could 3 of the 5 things left to fill there. Well, let's see. Oh, this 2 tells me that's not 2. Okay, this 3, 5 tells me this can't be 5. That puts a 2 here. Annoyingly, these could still be a 3 or 5. That's annoying. Now, we've definitely ruled 7 out from there and from there. So one of these two is definitely a 7. Assuming the rest of this setup is correct. That means these are not 7. And I still, I think, have a annoying chocolate teapot's worth of digits. Right? Let's see. This is 4 or 5, and that's 2 or 5. Okay, but a 3-5 pair here, and 3-7 there, and right most 3 columns are done after that. Let's see, these are indeed still 4, 7, and 8, of which that can't be 8, but these two could still be anything. And I have not eliminated either of 3, 4, or 7 from here. If I'd done that, I'd turn the rest into a pair, and that would unwind the bottom 3 rows. But I haven't done that yet. In fact, I haven't even placed 4, 7, or 8 here. But I still have 2 possibilities for 4 or 7 across boxes even. So that's not helping. If this 2, 5 is accurate, then the 4, 7, 8 here is still good, of which this can't be 8. Those are still good, and 4, 7 there is really annoying. It feels like I should have this within my grasp now, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. This can't be 3, and neither can... Well, no, these aren't 3. So a 3 in this column definitely goes in one of these two cells. Now, all that tells me is that's not 3. Let's see, a 2 is definitely here, but this isn't 2. This 3, 4, 7 still isn't resolved, and this is 2/3 of a 3, 4, 7 here that isn't resolved. That's not 3, and that fortunately isn't 7. Now, 8 must be here, so none of these... Let's see, my 7 across boxes can still be any of these things in row 7. Well, 8, that's done. Whichever one of these is an 8, whichever one of these turns out to be an 8, forces this to be a 4, 7 pair. Right? Whichever one of these turns into be an 8 forces this cell and one of these two to be a 4, 7 pair. Now, if this is 4, that could still be anything. If this is 7, we know that's 3, and that's 4. And the question is, how do I logically determine that? If this is 7, this is 3, and this is 4, and that's forced. Now, if this is 4, we don't know anything after that. Now, what am I missing? 3, 5 is here, and everything filled in. 3, 7 is here, and everything is filled in. I still have 3 7s here, and at least 3 5s, and at least 3 8s. Yeah. Well, 4 and box 2, I think, can only be in one of these two cells. If that's right, then this just turned into a 3, 4 pair, and now we may be getting somewhere. Because if that 3, 4 pair is correct, this 3, 4 points at that, which now is an 8. This now can't be 3, so this is 5. That tells me that's a 3. Now, this 3, 4 pair, but everything else is filled in. Now, what else do I know about digits here? One of these two cells is a 3. Right, so this corner 3 is still correct. Now, as is that 4. But the 5 can still be in a number of places, as can that 7. Well, let's see, there's got to be another pair that I can derive somewhere. Well, let's see. This can't be 5. Yeah, 3 7s here. And that's part of a 3, 4, 7 triple, so that can't be 5. 5 is either here or here. And 5, 7 doesn't really help much, does it? Because I can't do anything with 5, 7 there. Because that still gives me too many possibilities. Well, maybe I can't. Maybe I can I? That's not 3. Okay. This is 5 or 7? Great. Okay, how do I have 5 different pairs of digits in this box? I feel like I've definitely screwed up somehow because I know. And well, okay, this 8's been shouting at me for ages. That's not 8. This is right, that's a 3. That now is going to tell me that's a 4, which tells me that's a 3, which tells me this is not 3. Uh, let's see, 5, 7, 8, I think is down here. That now forced to be a 4? I think it is. It's like, yeah, I can't put a 4 here, so the only place for 4 is there, in box 2. So that's going to sort out the rest of row 1 because that's 7, that's 5. Okay, that 5 comes down here. Whoops. Oh, well, now we've got a problem here. Because the only thing this can be is 6. I've got a 6 in the box already. Okay. Well, alright, so this is gone. As is that. Now, let's see, this can't be 6. Can I reconstruct it from this position? 9 is there. Complete box 3, if that's correct. Now, these cells must be 5, 7, and 8. They can't be anything else. These 3 must be 2, 3, and 6. Again, they can't be anything else. Now, 9, 1, assuming this 3, 4, 7 is still correct, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one is 6 because it can't be anything else. So that forces this to not be 6. This can't be 6 either, which that forces a 6 to be there. And now these are a 2, 3. This 2, assuming it's correct, sorts out the 3, 2 there. Now we have a problem here, so this isn't right. Well, okay, I basically need to reconstruct the entire left third of this grid because that's the only thing I can do now. We said that these were 5, 7, 8. If that's correct, this is 2, 3, 6, right? Of which this is definitely not 2. Now, if row 1 is correct, then these are down to 5 and 7, right? This 5 tells me that's 7, and that's 5. These 3 cells assuming the rest of row 2 is correct, appear to be 4, 8, and 9. Which this can't be 8 or 9, so that is 4. By acclamation, we know that. Now, this can't be 8, and it can't be 4 because I just placed it, so that's 9. Which tells me that. Oops. What? Now, this is an 8, and it can't be 4, so 9 goes here. That says 4. What? Okay, I'm saying that these are 4, 8, and 9, right? This can't be 8 or 9. This is 4. So these are 8, 9. Well, this can't be 8, so this is 9, which makes that 8. Right? Now, I still have my infamous 3, 4, 7 triple here. Of which, this cannot be 4. This one can't be 7. Let's see. This still isn't 5. This one, out of 5, 7, 8, I think anything is still anything is possible based on the rest of that. This one can't be 7, but appears to still could be 5 or 8. Right now, let's see. I've got a 2, 5 pair and 1/2 of a 3, 7 here. These, assuming they cannot be 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, or 9. These are 3, 6, or 7. And that's as much as I can do there. These two look to be 2 and 5, and I know which way around they go because that 5 has been given for the whole time. This still looks to be right. Now, this 5 and this 5. No, there's a 5 already there. Okay. 2, 3, 6 in some fashion here, and I think that's still accurate. Now, we said this was down to 5 or 8, and this was down to 2 or 5. So I've now come to the conclusion, well, actually, that can't be 4. Okay, so that's 2 or 8. So these 3 are chocolate teapot digits that I haven't figured out yet. As are these 3. Now, in column 5, I still have 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, but I think I got too many possibilities. Now, I'm still claiming that this cell here is not any of 3, 4, or 7, right? Am I still going to end up with a 6 there? I don't know that, but let's go through this slowly. It can't be any of the odd digits. And it can't be 2, and it can't be 8. So we're down to 4 or 6, but if my 6 is everywhere else in this grid is correct, the only place for 6 in row 4 is indeed there. So that is still 6. Now, that comes back up here. That's now 3. I've now got a 2, 6 pair here. This 2 tells me that's 6. which tells me that's a 2. And now I finally managed to get box 1 right. I'm reasonably sure about that anyway. Okay, this 6 comes back down here. This is still the other half of the 3-7 pair, which is what I thought. Well, okay, now I've got 2 6s here, because it simply can't be any of the other digits. Okay, this one. Let's see, this cannot be 2 or 5, or 1, 4, 8, or 9. It could be 3, 6, or 7, right? Well, no matter how I do this, I'm going to have a repeat 6. These 6s both rule out 6 from here, but I cannot have 3 different 3-7 pairs looking in the same box. Yeah. This situation is not possible. Well, now. Actually, since nothing else is filled in that grid. In box 7. Yeah, so these 6s are definitely not right. Now, these are still a 3-4-7 set. Here. I mean, that's right. Now, 6 in box 4 is still there. Now, down here, it can't be 2, 5, or 1, 4, 8, or 9. 3, 6, 7, of which that can't be 6. 3, 7 pair is now pointing at that cell. Put 6 down there. Now, my wife is saying progress, I see. We'll see about that. Okay, these are 5 and 7, but that can't be 5. These are 4, 6, and 8. Which that's not 6 or 8. Okay, that's 4. Maybe that's 6 or 8. I should know which way these go. Well, that's a problem. No, I'd scan that wrong. 4, 8, and I'm missing a 9. Let's start with a 4, 8, 9. Okay. Well, this can't be 8. Still be anything. Can't be 8 or 9, so that's 4. Tell me that's 9, that's 8. Still have a 2, 3, 6 conundrum here. Well, that can't be 2 or 6, that's 3. And now we're back to a different digit that has a problem in box 1, because this one can't be any of 2, 3, or 6. Feels like 6 cannot go in the top right of box 4. But as long as I've got a 3, 4, 7 in the middle, it's kind of forced there, because it can't be anywhere else. If that's not right, then the rest of this grid's wrong, and I have to start basically from scratch. And I really don't want to do that. Now, this can't be 2 or 6 if the 6 is placed right in column 3. So that's now forced to be a 3. This cell is not 3, but it can't be 2 because I just placed it. So that's a 6, that's a 2. That 3 comes down here, this is not 3. 7 comes down here, this is not 7. 4 comes down here, of which this is not 4. Okay, if I look at column 2, which has the most things filled in, I need 3, 4, and 9. Well, 3, 4, and 9 in these cells. This one can't be 9 or 4, it's 3. That is going to go a long way. That's 4, that's 7, that's 3. For the first time in this puzzle, I managed to get the 3, 4, 7 in the middle of box 4 sorted out. Now, I need a 9 to fill in column 2. Column 1 is missing 6 and 7, and if this 6 is right, that's a 7, which means that's a 6. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. Now I gotta go fix the bottom of the grid, I think. There's just no good way to do that beyond getting rid of all the other bits. Okay. I mean, these are right. And these are right. Column 2 needs 3 and 9. Well, this can't be 3, so this is 9. Makes that 3. Column 1 needs a 6 and a 7, right? Which just can't be 6, so that's 7, which means that's 6. Okay, box 7 now needs 1 and 4, of which this can't be 1, so that's 4, which puts a 1 there. This is 2, 5, or 8, but it is an 8. So this looks like 2 or 5. Okay, in row 7, I have 1, 5, 6, 8, 9 placed. I need 2, 3, 4, and 7 left. Now, this isn't 2 or 4. This one isn't 3, 4, or 7. This is 2. Okay, now that tells me this cell is not 2. It tells me this cell isn't 2. And neither of these can be 3. Because of the given 3 and the 3 that I hope is placed right. So that's a 4, 7 pair, which looks here. The end of row 7, that turns into a 3. Now, I've also got a 4, 7 pair in box 8. So I've got 1, 3, 4, 7, 9 placed. I need 2, 5, 6, and 8 left. Right? Well, you're gonna have a problem. No. 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, and 8. Well, a minute. I've got an 8 in 2 places here. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see, 1, 3, and 9. So these cells, if I look at just 1, 3, and 9, are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now, these ones aren't 8 or 4. So these would be 2, 5, 6, and 7. Well, this one also can't be 6 or 7. This one can't be 6. Okay, these ones are not 2, 5, or 6. 4, 7, 8. You know, it also can't be 7. So that's now a 4, 8 pair. Okay, so these are definitely not 4 or 8 from the start. Now, they also can't be 5 or 6. It goes that it's a right. I've got a 2, 7. I got a 4, 8. And I have no place for a 6 in box 8. Because it can't go here, it can't go here, and these two pairs rule out any of those 4 cells from being a 6. Let's see. This 6 rules out these cells. This 6 rules out these cells. This 6 rules out that one. This 6 rules out the... The 6 rules out here. This 6 in row 7 rules out that one. This 6 rules out this one and this one. This cell is ruled out by this particular 6 and this particular 6. This 6 rules out this cell. And this 6 rules out that cell. So no matter how I do it, I have no place for 6 in box 8. This 6 is in the wrong place. It cannot go there. It means the rest of row 5 is probably bogus. I need to put a 6 in a different position because that's the only way I'm going to get a 6 in box 8. Now, try reconstructing row 5. That's a 3, 4, 7, right? This can't be 4 or 7, this is 3. Can't be 3 or 7, this is 4. That makes this 7. The rest of the left-hand side of the grid is right. 3, 4, 7 must go in these things somehow or another. Now, 3, 4, 7, 1, and 8. Let's see. Do I have any reason to doubt that that's a 2? I really hope not. If that's a 2, then that's a 4. Well, that has to be a 4 to complete that column, except now I've got a problem in row 9. Okay, if this is right, then these are 5, 6, and 9 in some fashion. Right? They're 5, 6, and 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 6. This can't be 9. That 5, 6 pair looks at that, which is a 9. None of these can be 5 or 6. That means these are 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. These are 2, 4, and 8. Which that's not 4. Can be anything, and that's not 2. Let's see, in column 7, I have a 2 and a 9 left, right? This can't be 9, so that would be 2 if this is right, which makes that 9. That 9 and that 9. Oh. This 9 and this 9 tell me the 9 in box 7 is one of these two spots, but not here. So that's a 9. I'm hoping. These two appear to be 6 and 7, but this one can't be 6. So I'm really hoping that that's 7 and that's 6. And it goes in that configuration. This column, this needs a 3. Okay, I now have 2 cells left in box 7. Right? I need 1 and 4, except that this one simultaneously has to be a 1 or a 4 and cannot be either a 1 or a 4. Well, poop. Well, that means box 7 may be wrong. Do I have any hope of finishing this puzzle? about gotten rid of the entire grid now. Assuming column 8's right, that's a 4. Assuming column 7 is right, I need 2 and 9, of which that's 2, that's 9. Okay, box 9 needs 1, 3, 7 in some fashion. This can't be 1, it's 3 or 7. This can't be 3, it's 1 or 7. This one, theoretically, could be anything. Okay, these cells down here in row 9 cannot be 1, 4, 8, or 9. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, of which this is not 5. This is not 2. This one isn't 3 or 7. It could still be anything else. This one isn't 3 or 6. How you slice it, I'm still going to have a 3, 4, 7 set in box 4, and that was causing me all kinds of grief earlier. Now, in row 1, I'm missing a 5 and a 7. This 5 still tells me that's a 7. And that's a 5. Now, in row 2, 4, 8, and 9, right? I have 4, 8, and 9. This can't be 8 or 9, this is 4. So these two are an 8, 9, of which this can't be 8, so that's 9, which makes that 8. Box 1, still going to have a 2, 3, 6 set here. Now the only thing I can get rid of from that set is not 2. Let's see, you got here. Yeah, whoops, and I accidentally activated my screensaver there. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 6 in here. I need 1, 4, 7, 8, and 9 in the remaining cells in row 8. And immediately I know that has to be a 7. Because it can't be anything else. Still gonna end up with 3, 4 there. Still end up with 3, 4 here. Now, do I know that to be definitive? I don't know. But this is not 7. Neither is that, and neither is that. This also can't be 5. Okay. I've now got a 3, 6 pair looking at here, which means this can't be 3. So that's down to 4 or 7. This one can't be 7. So that 3, 4 is looking at here, and that's still going to be a 7. Even though I've managed to prove that about 18 different ways by now. This 3, 6 These are 4 and 5, right? No. 5, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 2. Am I going to end up with a problem in column 3? I might, actually. Because these cannot be 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 3, or 6. So these end up as 1 and 4. And this can't be 1, so this is 4. Plus the 1 in column 7. Okay, this I'm still going to end up with 6 not being able to be placed in row 4, I think. One, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Means these are 3 and 4, so that can't be 4. This is very irritating. Okay, if this can't be 4 and it can't be 6, what could it be? And if this is 6, we've got a problem in column 3. If this is 4, we've got a problem in box 4. Alright, let's get rid of everything in boxes. Okay, let's get rid of everything else. Okay, let's see if I can't reconstruct it from here. These are 1, 3, and 7. So can't be 1, it's 3 or 7. So can't be 3, it's 1 or 7. This one can't be 1, it's 3 or 7, which means that is 1. Now, these cells are not 1, 4, 8, 9. They could be 2, 3, 5, 6, or 7. Now, these two cells are not 2. This one can't be 5 or 7. This one isn't 5. That's not 3 or 7. That one isn't 3 or 6. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 8 says 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 must to fill in box 7. No, these are not 4 or 9. This one, it can't be 3 or 6 either, so that is 7. Which tells me that's not 7. And that tells me that's not 7. And you'll have 3 different 3, 6 cells in the same box, and I know I'm going to run into a problem. I figure out where it is, though. This can't be 3, 6, or 7. This is 4 or 9. Two, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 3, 4, 6, or 9. Well, this can't be 4 or 9. This is one of the 3, 6 possibilities. This one also can't be 4 or 9. This is the other 3, 6 possibility. Now that's 4 or 9. Well, so this 4, 9 doesn't work if 9, 4 is there. Wow. Okay, well, kind of means that column 7 and 8 are wrong. So I have to go from that position to see if I can't reconstruct it. Now, in row 1, I have 3 and 8. You know, the given digits tell me that's an 8, that's a 3, and I think I was there. Now that's 5 to complete that box. Okay, these cells here are 2, 6, and 9, right? This could still be anything. This is not 9. I've eliminated this from being a 4, which is probably good because I think I had a 4 there and that was a problem. No, these are still going to be 1, 3, 7 down here. That's not 1, that's not 3. 1 as of now can still be any of those digits. Column 8, I have 5 digits placed. I need 2, 4, 7, and 9. This can't be 7 or 4. This one I think can be anything. This one, not 4 and that's not 4. Okay. Let's see. If the top rows are now right, these 3 cells are 5, 7, 8 to complete box 2, of which this is not 7. These cells are 2, 3, 6 to complete box 1, of which that's not 2. Okay, I think columns 8, 9, and 7 are right. Now, in row 6, 3, 4, 7, 8 are placed. I need 1, 2, 5, 6, and 9. Fill the remaining. These are at 1. That actually does place a 1 there. It's not 5. Whoops. It's not 5, but I get there by doing that. Let's see. This can't be 5, this can't be 5. So I'm at 5 here. Two, three, five, six, and row 8. Now that tells me I need 1, 4, 7, 8, 9 left. Now, this can't be 1, 4, 8, or 9. That is 7. So that's not 7. It also can't be 1 or 8. And 8 two different ways, so that's 4 or 9. Okay, that's not 1. That's not 1. Traditionally, that's not 9. Well, that can't be 9 either. In fact, none of these can be 7. That's a 4, 8 pair. Points there, that turns into a 9. 7 has been shouting at me that that's a 1. That 3, 7 tells me this can't be 7. Why do I feel I'm going to end up in the same spot? In column 1, I have 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 placed. I need 2, 3, 6 now. This one isn't 2. This one can be anything still. Let's see. This given 6 tells me that's a 2. Which, if that unwinds, that's 9. That's 4. That's 6. Not 6. 2, 9 left in row 6, but I don't have anything else to go with it. This isn't 9. Oh, I've got this set, which was giving me all kinds of fits. Two, five, seven, eight, 9 says 1, 3, 4, 6 left in box 7. Of which this is not one. This can still be anything. This one isn't 1 or 4. Okay, I now have a 3, 6 pair in box 7. This can't be 3 or 6, it's 4. Well, now that cell, I can't do anything with it, can I? The only thing this can be is 3 or 6. Because it can't be 4. And yet again, I've got 3 different 3-6 pairs in the same box. I have no idea where to go from here. Hello again, everyone. We'll try again. Let's see. I think I'll hit clear, confirm. Yep. So we're starting with a completely fresh grid. Because I got myself in way too many tangles trying to do everything else earlier. Now, 74315 in column 7. I need 2, 6, 8, 9 to fill out column number 7. This can't be 8. This can't be 8 or 9. This can be 8, 9, or 6. That is a 2. So this is not 2. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? That's really hard to see. How's that? Gray on gray does not go very well. Okay, well, we'll still try green. So I know that's a good digit. Because this can't be 2, 6, or 8, so that is confirmed. In case I get stuck later. That's not 2. That's not 2, or 8. 2 different ways. So that is 6 or 9. And yeah, this can't be 2, 6, or 8, 6, or 9. This is 2. So 6, 8, 9, of which these are done. So these are 6 and 9. This is 8. You know, I know these are good digits. In case I have to reset myself later. Maybe this will make for an easier, I can trace my mistakes later on. So 6, 9 is in column 7 with everything else filled in. Right. Now, row 7, 8 are my next places to fill in. These digits cannot be 2, 5, 8, or 9. They're 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7 in some fashion. This isn't 1. This can still be anything, as can that. This is not 1 or 3. This isn't 4 or 6. Oh, can't be 1 or 3 either. Well, that's a little irritating. I was hoping to get better luck with that now. Row 8 cannot be 2, 3, 5, or 6. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9 are left. These are not 8. This one additionally can't be 9. And in fact, neither of these are 1. Now, these aren't 9. This isn't 1. 8 is out of that one, as is 4 out of that one. Oh, actually, this given 6 tells me that's a 9. So that's 9, that's 6, and these are good digits. That's not 9. It's not 1. Yeah, maybe I'll do purple for like good digits. I don't know. Actually, that light green is better. Contrast is a little bit easier, better, and slightly easier to see, but anyway. Okay, this one isn't 6 or 7 or 4. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now, I don't know how I'd mark this, but okay, these are not 1, 6, or 8. No, I'm looking at 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 to start. Now, this one is not 2, 5, or 9. This one isn't 3 or 4 or 7. Actually, this one, not 3 or 4, but I think anything else is still possible. And this cell here, 3, 4 are out, but and 9's out. 2, 5, and 7 are still possible. Let's see, this one isn't 4, neither is that. Oh, actually, this 4 and this 4 has told me for ages that that's a 4. Hmm. None of these are 3. None of these can be 3. Okay. A 3 is definitely in one of these two cells. That means neither of these can be a 3. Well, that does have implications for a 3 down here, doesn't it? Because a 3's in here, which means a 3 can't be there, and we know a 3 can't be here, so... Three's definitely either here or almost certainly there. Now, this cell is down to 1, yeah, down to 1, 3, or 7, based on that's the only thing left in box 9. Um, except this can't be 1. All I know is that's the 3. Okay, I kept having a 3-7 pair here that I wasn't able to resolve, and I think I kept making incorrect logical conclusions. So, I am in fact in this position, but this can't be a 1, this can't be a 1. 1's already in this box, so these are precluded from being a 1, so the only place for 1 in row 8 is actually here. Not a 2, that is a 1. That's a known good digit. This is not 1. Get rid of these corner 3's because I know they don't do me any good. These are 3 and 7. So these cells are not 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 3, 7. These are a 2, 5, 6 set. This is not 6. This... What? Okay, I put down 6 here for some reason, and I can't scan the grid very well. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 makes this 2, 5, or 9, not 6. Of which, this is not 9. This isn't 9 either. These 2 5 point at that cell, that is a 9. It's a known good digit, so this is not 9. Neither is that. And we've now concluded one of these 2 cells must be a 9. Okay, now, so I've got a 3 here, I've got a 9 here, and everything else I have way too many options. Okay, these cells in row 1 are not 1, 6, 8, or 9. So they must be 2, 3, 5. Excuse me, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. This is not 2, or 3, or 7. This is not 2, but can still be anything else. This isn't 5, but I think can still be anything else. Yep. Let's see, that's not 9. These can't be 9. This isn't 9. 9 in row 8 goes here. And that's a known good digit. Now I've got 4, 7, and a 4, 7, 8 here. Okay, 8 must be in one of these 2 cells. Because, quite frankly, it can't go anywhere else. Okay, these cells which have nothing filled in yet. 1, 4, 8, 9 are in. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 are not filled in yet. This can't be 5. Neither of these can be 2 or 5 because they're givens. And this is, I'm highlighting the known given digits. If you are Babylon 5 fans, they had a green-purple entertainment. But this is also helping my eyes a little bit. 1, I've been at this a while, and 2, I'm still recovering from eye surgery. But I can see, okay, these are my givens. And my green highlighted digits are my reasonably comparable ones. The purple digits are the ones given to me. This will allow me to easily trace my steps in case I get hung up someplace. Now, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I need 1, 2, 5, and 9 to complete row 6. This can still be any of the digits. This one definitely is not 1. This one is not 1, 5, or the 9 that was placed. That is a 2. So this is not 2, and it can't be 1 either. Oh, and it can't be 9, so that is 5. Two 5 should make this a 9, right? That should be 9. That should be 1. All I know is this is a 9. Oh, these could never have been 7. I've got 2/3 of a 2, 3, 5, and I think I've seen this before. Oh, this is irritating. Okay. So there's a 3 in one of these two. There's a 7 in one of these two. Whichever one of these two ends up with a 7, the other is going to turn into a 2, 5 pair, which is going to sort out these two cells on that one. And then this turns into a pair. That's about all I can do with it, I think. That red highlight is annoying. That's just that gray one. Well, colors on here are not the greatest. Especially when you try and do this with dark mode. Ooh, wow. I'm going to end up using solid black because I don't think I have any other good options here. Okay, these cells are not 3. This one isn't 7. 2, 5, 6 still look likely. This one can't be 6. I think these are good. Where they are. Let's see. These two cells definitely contain a 2. These cells unfortunately do not contain a 6 because I still have 3 spaces left. Yeah, I still have large swaths of the middle of this grid to be filled. What's annoying is that's 4 or 7, but I can't resolve that any further. Now I do. These are not 1. Oh, this one and this one, and this one points in here, so that is a 1. Let's see, 1, 3, 9 are in here, right? So I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 left to place. This is not 2 or 8. It's 4, 6, or 7. I'm semi-confident of that. This is not 7. Okay, well. Oh, when I'm in highlighting mode, well, that's interesting. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3 when I press numbers on the keyboard if I'm in highlighting mode. Well, okay, so that turns into black after I get rid of the 7. This is not 6, but I think could still. No, it can't be 7 either. There's a 7 already in the box. This one, again, has a 7 in the box, a 2 in its column, but 4, 6, and 8 are still possible. Now, rows 2 and 3, I don't have much. What about box 2? 2, 6, 9 are the only digits filled in. I need 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7 from the looks of this. Now, this is not 3, nor is it 7, two different ways. This one is definitely not 1, and it can't be 7. I think it could still be 3, 4, or 5. Oh, this one. No, this 1 tells me none of these other things can be a 1. These 6 cells cannot be 1, and, that can't be a 1, and that can't be a 1. So that 1, which has been given to me from the start, I better highlight it. The only place a 1 goes is there. That now turns into a 1, doesn't it? In row 2. Okay, now that tells me none of these are 1. Okay, and somehow I totally missed placing an 8 somewhere in this grid, but it can't go there. It could go here. Or here. Or here. Or indeed there. I don't know much about 8s, do I? Let's see, these are not 4 because of the given. But any of 3, 5, 7, 8 still look possible. I keep accidentally highlighting that the wrong color. Okay, I think I'm done with that box. Right, re-highlight this one. Okay, in the rest of box 1, the only digit I placed in that whole box is 1, so I accidentally opened another application. Sorry about that. I don't know if this is going to come through or not, but we'll see. Anyway, where was I? Right, in box 1, I think I moved this down to 2, 3. Well, this can't be 2. Well, one of the. It can't be 1, it can't be 2, it could be 3 or 4. Definitely is not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this 3, 4, 7 is correct on this cell. This one, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Because it can't be 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. So that's right. Now these cells, these two are not 8 or 9. This cell is not 2, 6, or 7, or 5. So that one's down to 3 or 4. That's annoying. Now this cell is not 2, 6, 7. Come on. 2, 6, 7. Or 5. Or 9. So I have this as 3, 4, or 8. This one is not 2, 6, 7. Or 8. But it could be 3, 4, 5, or 9. Well, that's irritating. Oh. Hmm. Now let's see. Okay, now, so I think these are good, and I believe these are good. Okay, down here, it cannot be 4, 9. I already took 1 and 8 out. It can't be 5. So 2, 3, 6, 7 looks right. This one, 2, 5, 9, out by column. 4 is out by row. This is 3, 6, 7, or 8. This one, 2 or 8 are out by column, then 4 and 9 by row, so 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this could never have been a 2. I feel like I've seen this before. Let's see. The black, I think, is I'm trying to essentially reconstruct the previous pattern. Now, the only thing I haven't filled in yet is row 5. Now I'm starting to get worried. I might be in the same spot. Now, these are not 1 or 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Oh, and 7 is still in there. Okay. This cell is not 9. Okay. 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, and 9 are all out. All three of these because they're in the box. These three take out 3 and 7, and that's it. And then you have to start looking at columns. This one can still be anything. This one, annoyingly, you guessed it, can still be anything. That one, yep. This one, not 9. That one ain't 6. That one is not 2 or 9, but it could be 4, 5, or 6. Well, okay, I've got 9s interacting in a weird fashion here. This 9 precludes any of these from being a 9. Specifically these ones. This can't be a 9 because of that. This can't be a 9 because of that, so this is now 9. And I believe that's a good digit. Oh, that's 6. Looks down here. This can't be 6. Let's see. This is a different setup than what I had. I had this as a 3-4-7 triple for the longest time. Now it's 3/4 of a 3-4-6-7 set. And that feels slightly better, but not by a whole lot, though. I'm doing my highlights now that I've filled in enough of the grid, and in fact, I filled in the entire grid, haven't I? With highlights or numbers or yeah, literally every cell is filled in. Let's see, this cannot be a 9. If row 2 is interesting, that can't be a 9. This could be, but this can't, this can't. This is a 9. Let's see. We have specifically ruled out this can't be, oh, this can't be and never could have been 7. Okay. This 7 precludes these cells from being a 7, and this 7 precludes that from being a 7, so a 7's here. 7 must go here, and that's in the same row, so none of these cells are 7. Seven is now forced in the top row of box 1. It simply cannot go anywhere else. Let's see. This isn't 2, this isn't 2, and these aren't 2. A 2 in row 3 has to go here. It can't be anywhere else. let's see. 4, 7, and 8. Now, I don't know anything about these, do I? I haven't placed a 6 definitively in box 7 or 8. Cells can't be 5. Can't be 5, and these can't go. Okay, a 5 has to go in one of these two spots. Now, oh, and we'd also ruled out 2, didn't we? So we said the 2 had to be here, and a 5 had to be here. This now turned into a 2-5 pair, hasn't it? Because it's in the same box as well as the same row. So nothing else can be 2 or 5. That's placed my 6 in box 8. It has to go there. I don't think it can be anywhere else. Well, if we're going by that logic, these two cells cannot be 6. Well, this could never have been 3. What does that do? Not much. Not from what I can see, anyway. And, oh, the 6 now looks over here. That can't be 6. I know where 6 must go in box 7. Now, that's really annoying. This is still 3 or 4. This one is not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, this one is, and in fact, still could be 8. Unfortunately, I have at least 2 candidates for 3, 4, 5, and 8, but they're not even in the same box. It's very disappointing. Now, 2 can't be 2, this can't be 2. Can't be 2, this can't be 2, and this can't be 2 because of the in the box. A 2 must go in one of these two cells. Now, we'd already said a 3 must go in one of these two cells. This is a 2-3 pair, isn't it? Fortunately, it's a 2-3 pair and not a 2-5. Hmm. Oh, this is very annoying. Wow. Okay, what deduction am I missing from that position? Either or both of these could still be 3 or 6, right? 2, 3, 5 set is somewhere in here. 3, 7 is somewhere in there. Now, this one does have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Looking into it, yeah. This is 4 or 7. This one's 3 or 7. This one can be anything. But I got 4 sevens there, of all places. That doesn't help me. Let's see, whichever one of these is 6 turns the other one into a 3-7 pair with that. And whichever one of these two is an 8 makes the rest of this a 4-7 pair. Which is going to unwind the bottom third of this grid. Let's see, this being an 8 and this being an 8. I need an 8 in the middle of box 1, and indeed it has to go in one of these two spots. It can't go anywhere else. Okay, I have 1s. It appears like I have 2s. There's a 5 and there's a 5. I need a 5 in box 1 on the right. It has to go in one of these two spaces, right? Let's see, 6 is going to be forced there, I believe. Well, that's a chocolate teapot's worth of digits. I still have 3 places for a 3. That's very irritating. Ay, 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 ay. Now, I'm highlighting everything with a corner mark in it to see if I can figure out how to unwind that, because I've got 4 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4 that have 2 different candidates, both marked as a corner. That turns into a pair, but I don't know that does not help me any. Maybe it does, I don't know. This is 6, 8, this is 5, 6, it can't be anything else. This turns into 5 and 7, like that. This turns into a 2, 3 like this. I get rid of that corner mark and that one because it doesn't do me any good. Place the 8 in one of 2 spots. I've placed the 7 in one of 2 spots. Oh, this is very disconcerting. It feels like I'm missing something else, but I don't know what the heck I'm missing. Box 9's good except for 3 and 7, that's correct. Box 6 is good except for 2, 5, and 7, and I believe this configuration is correct. I think I just deconstructed box 3 as much as I can. I had three different pairs of digits for the 3 remaining digits down there. Let's see, I put a 4 in one of these two spots. So neither of these can be 4. If this is right, that's a 3. This is now not 3 or 4. This 3 forces that. Three forces that to be a 5. 5 forces that to be a 2. That's a 3. These theoretically are good digits. These are 4 and 8. Left in row 2. This 3 tells me that's not 3. Oh, good grief. And now I've got 3 different pairs of digits here. Ay, good grief. No, this is very disconcerting. Maybe not. Okay. This 3 tells me that can't be a 3. And get rid of the corner 4s here because they don't do me any good. Because I've now got a 4-7 pair looking at that so, which has turned into a 6, and I finally got a 6 in a different position. Okay. These aren't 6. Neither is that. Okay. 4-7 here. Oh, 4-7's also in row 7. That tells me this is 3. Which tells me that's 7. These are known good digits. These are not 7. I know 3s go there, but that's all I know about that. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 different pairs of digits in 4 different cells in column 2. How on earth did I manage that? Let's see. The only. I said this couldn't have been 4. So I'm now asserting that the 4 must go in one of these 2 spaces. I ruled this one out because it was one of 2 forced places for a 5 or 7, so this one couldn't have been 4. Now, yeah. All that tells me is that's not 7. Well, if that's not 7, this is a 2 or 5, this is a 2 or 5, this one is 7. And that should unwind the rest of that box. 2, 5 like that. Oh, this is not 7. Oh, please don't tell me I ran into another problem. If this is 2, this can't be 2. I've now got 4, 5, right? Well, if these are 4, 5, this can't be 4 or 5, so these turned into a 3, 7 pair, which means the 4 has to go here, and I should have known that from the 6 being placed there. I did get there, it just took a while. Now that 4 comes back here, that's 8. Whoops. That's 8 now. This 4 or 8 tells me that's a 2, which tells me that's a 6. These digits should be good. Well, I feel like I'm getting somewhere, maybe. That can't be 8. Well, that can't be 8. It's irritating. And I've now got 3 different pairs of digits here. Oy, yi, yi.
No good still, huh? That's good.
Yep.
Green. Green mark.
Well, so the wife has come in. So what I've done is I've said, all right, if I'm going by doing logical deduction, saying, okay, I know these digits are good, let's put them green. And the purple ones are the given ones that were given to me at the start, in case I have to retrace my steps.
Again. You can do it.
Now, I've got 3, 7 here and 4, 5 there, and I believe that that's good. I've got 4, 7 in column 1, and everything else is filled in. I've got 4, 7 in row 7, and everything else is filled in now. I got three different pairs of digits here. That's irritating. I have three different places for an 8 in column 6 and 5. Now, this is part of a 2-5. This is part of a 4-5. This was 4-5 because there's an 8 there. I think I just proved that that has to be an 8. It can't be anything else, can it? Because that's the only place I had for an 8 in column 4. So I'm stipulating that that's good. That 8 comes back over here. That's 6. That's 5. That 5 comes back over here. That's 7. That's 3. And the rest of this row is good. Well, row 3 is done, I think. Oh, there's a 4-5 pair here looking at that cell, which is a 2. Because I've used the 4 and the 5 already. Now, that 2 comes back here. That tells me that's a 5, which, yeah, it doesn't do much else. Poop. Ah. Okay, I've got nothing else but pairs of digits. This should be a walk in the park at this point. But for reasons that only I can figure out, it isn't. Now, column 1 has a 4-7 ribbon. Yeah. These are 4-8. This is good. This is 4-5 and 7, of which that's not 5. Oh. Can't be 5. So that's 7. 7 tells me that's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's an 8. Theoretically, that should be the... Okay, top third of the grid is now done. At 5, this should be a walk in the park from here. Whoops. No, I did not mean to highlight that red. I meant to write in 4 there. Okay, that 4 comes back over here. That's a 5. This 7 comes back here. That's a 4. Well, I haven't had conflicts yet, so I feel better about this proposition now. This 4 comes back over here. That's 7, which comes back over here. That's 8. That 4 comes down. That's 7. That's 4. Okay, and I've now got 3-7 and a 3-6. And this 7 will tell me the rest of this grid, because that's a 3, that's a 7, that 3 comes down, that's 6, that's 3. And after 3 hours and multiple attempts, I finally got there. I may do some edits or some timestamps in this video, but it should not have been anywhere near this long. But I got there, and that's what counts. Hallelujah.